Hey yo, how's it going? It's been a while since I've been over here to since I've checked back with y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a lawyer. I don't practice law. Um, the information is for entertainment purposes only or educational purposes. Um, I've been gone for a bit because I'm dealing with a custody issue, which is separate from child support, obviously. And so it's just been a lot of paperwork, a lot of paperwork. That, and I'm in litigation right now in like two or three lawsuits. So that's other stuff that I'm doing, just spending a lot of time with paperwork and writing things up and whatever. But I just wanted to quickly jump on here to show you this neat little letter that they sent me here. If y'all remember, I think it was the phone call to DCSS case manager that occurred back on like October 13th or something like that, October 14th or whatever it was. So, anyways, after I talked to the agents and this and that, and if y'all seen those videos, I have those videos up if you see them. Um, I had told them, basically what the law was, and they need to close the case and all this other stuff and whatever. But anyway, this was this was their response. Check this out. This is hilarious. It's dated January 25th, um, and I lost it actually, and I just found it like earlier today. I knew I wanted to do a video on that, so here we go. Yeah. So here, this is what they sent me. Look at this. Division Child Support Services strives to maintain a mutually positive relationship when interacting with our customers. Ding, keyword, customers, right? We all know this. We're not their customer, we're not their client. And one of the other phone calls, I guess, that the supervisor role called me a client. I'm like, I'm not your client. I'm like, I'm getting no benefits from you guys. I have no contract with you. Anyways, it says, check it out. Due to your rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior towards a DCSS employee on October 13th, 2021, DCSS determines best for all future communication with you to be in writing only. So, rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior, right? Well, guess what? I recorded that phone call, and obviously you guys can hear it on the channel. It's called with the call with the DCSS case manager. So that's what they're alleging, right? That I was rude, threatening, or abusive behavior. So you can pause this and then take a look at that video and then see, yeah, that that I wasn't doing any of that, obviously. So, anyways, so they sent this letter, right? And communication in writing will ensure there's no miscommunication. All your requests are addressed in a timely manner, whatever. Maintain a safe and respectful interaction from this point forward. DCSS staff will be directed not to discuss your case with you, um, telephone or in person or whatever. And uh, if you attempt to contact DCSS, you'll be redirected to submit your questions or concerns in writing. Any further actions be deemed threatening or abusive may be referred to law enforcement. Now they're threatening law enforcement, right? So, and then what else? Let me get down further. And to better serve you, better serve me, you may contact DCSS via Child Support Services portal on our website. However, the use of rude, threatening, or abusive language will result in termination of this online method to communicate with us in the future. Whatever. So, sincerely, Heather Noble. Heather here is an assistant director. And so I am responding because you have to respond to everything, right? So I'm responding here, sending them their letter back along with the recorded phone call. And I'm going to tell them in letter alleging rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior to director or assistant director and case managers here and after the agency, our office received a letter alleging that someone at our office committed rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior at an employee, which is attached. This letter right here that you're seeing, and then I'm reading over here what I'm sending to them. Our office respectfully denies these claims for the following reasons. Number one, no one at our office, nor is David Quintero a customer of DCSS and has never applied nor received services for our benefit with your agency. Please produce proof of such a contract if DCSS does in fact have a contract with acknowledgement and signature from anyone at our office, including David Quintero. Number two, our office denies rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior by anyone at our office and has reason to believe that it was in fact your agent that showed rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior and does not know law or chooses to ignore it. So see attached disc of recorded phone call taking place on October 13th, 2021 of DCSS agent being rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior and ignoring the law. And number three, because Attorney General has withdrawn and has not been able to enforce their claim upon, then I have it in capital letters, all David Quintero. The case against David Quintero is unenforceable in accordance with 45 CFR 303.11, Section 1B. There is no longer a current support order and arrearages are under 500 or unenforceable under state law. Also see Uniform Interstate Family Support Act of Arizona, SB 1313. So to the Attorney General and the agency has exhausted all remedies, including attempted enforcement actions with this matter, and must therefore notice to the court its withdrawal of services, case closure, and must deem it unenforceable. The agency must also give notice to all parties of its withdrawal from services, case closure, on this matter, and state that the agency was not able to enforce its claim and must deem it unenforceable. So they sent me this letter alleging that I was rude, threatening, or abusive, and y'all could check out the phone call where that is absolutely not true. It's there on the channel. So, meanwhile, I'm stating, I was like, non-communicating and closing the case with our office will ensure that no lawsuit will be filed against you, and all concerns maintain a safe and respectful lack of interaction. Our office does agree to not have any telephone contact with your agency due to your agency's rude, threatening, and or abusive behavior and lack of knowledge of the law and case closure procedures. Kind of like rewording what they sent me, and I'm sending that back to them. However, we also prefer that this agency cease and desist any written communication as well, since no one at our office, including David Quintero, is your customer. If you attempt to contact our office or David Quintero in person or by telephone, you will be redirected to submit your response to a lawsuit against you for harassment. You can ask Michael Weishart about whether our office does in fact file lawsuits, because we have filed a lawsuit against him. Yeah, so that's one of the lawsuits I have in litigation. Any further actions of false accusations and harassment, including threatening or abusive, may be referred to law enforcement. There it is, kind of like the same thing that they're saying there. As well as a lawsuit in which we will provide evidence of all recorded phone calls with your agency, including the attached. Please note, to better serve you, the office of David Quintero demands the above actions be carried out. And so on and so forth, shall serve as a notice to of intent to file a claim against you, Heather Noble, and the agency if this matter is not withdrawn and closed. And we will be informing Governor Doug Ducey, because they feel like they can put these names on here on these documents, like it gives him power. So I'm like, all right, well, he's my governor too. So yeah, I can inform the governor of your agency's false accusation and harassment, which in fact was a false accusation. So, anyways, so I'm going to be sending a copy of this letter along with my letter, along with the recorded phone call certified receipt over to them. Now, this doesn't do anything. This is really just, me kind of laughing in their face. I mean, like, they don't care. Obviously, they don't care, but this is just me one-upping them where they're like, oh, you can't contact us because of your rude, threatening, and abusive behavior. Like, oh, really? Was that really me? Here, let me attach the phone call, and you tell me who was rude and abusive. And while we're at it, since we're not doing any more phone calls, go ahead and cease mail. Go ahead and just close the case. Because I'm sitting here with my thumb in my ass. People are asking me, David, where you been? Did they finally get you? I'm living my life is what I'm doing. I travel out of the country quite a bit, and and I'm also dealing with other stuff, a custody issue, which is separate thing, just but it does take my time out, and but I've also been taking phone calls. I've talked to quite a few of you guys, and I actually got a call from a guy the other day that told me he beat his contempt case. I'm talking to another guy who's going through a contempt procedure, and so it's these guys are they're doing their thing, they're fighting back, and so much power to y'all. Okay, anyways, this is the shit they do, you know, and they start making false accusations, and it's just like, nope, let me one up you on this and show you what it is. But anyways, still around. Be doing a podcast, turning this into a podcast, and then I'm gonna have like some, I want to get stories from some of you guys and want to be able to speak about it publicly because we got to spread this. And so there'll be different people that I'll bring on so that we can hear their stories and what they're going through on their cases, and guys beating contempt and just going through and sticking it back to them. All right. So much love and peace to the universe, and appreciate the donations if y'all can do it. And also shout out to Chris from Child Support Made Simple, whom, who's coached me and still helps me out. And, here we are. All right. Peace out.